your nose in it. I'm authentic, real name, no gimmicks, no game, no scrimmage. I ain't playing with you
What's up,
niggas.
everyone, it's the Nation Up Podcast Daily Podcast. I'm O'Shea. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. R&B singer and TV show star Ray J. Now, he goes off on Suge Knight. Now, this is what I don't like. Now, when Suge was home, wasn't nobody talking this stuff about Suge Knight. Soon as he gets locked up, now everybody's got a Suge Knight story. Everybody wants to talk about Suge Knight. They want to say these bad things about Suge Knight. It's wild, wild work. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all was so tough, why wasn't y'all saying that when he was home on the streets? You know why. But anyway, Ray J is saying that Suge Knight, he's in jail. They said he's not even up for parole until 2034. He's basically saying that Suge Knight has been in jail, you know, messing with men, you know what I'm saying, messing with dudes. And he said he wasn't just doing it in jail. He was saying that he was doing it while he was home, while he was outside. So this is wild, wild work. You know what I mean? I've seen, you know, Suge Knight with all types of different women. He was one of those players back in the day. They've never talked about him being a booty hole bandit or nothing like that. But at the same time, I mean, he has been incarcerated for a lot of years, you know, going forward. So folks do some crazy things when they behind bars, but to also say that he was out here doing it on the streets when he was, you know, a civilian, that's wild, wild work. So let's take a look at this clip from Ray J as he talks about Suge Knight and what Suge Knight is allegedly doing behind bars. Let's tune in.
It's mad at me because I'm supporting Diddy. I hear that shit to say about me supporting Buff. Not gonna be long on here. I just click this on Instagram real quick. I ain't gonna be on here long. I know it's early in the morning, but I'm a petty to me. And he gonna say some shit about me, and I ain't gonna go crazy and respond. Then don't think that it's okay because I'm petty as
Yeah, I mean, whatever. So,
yeah, don't get what I love her.
Yeah.
But being lover should, you know, be loving everybody in the bed. That's all I think about.
Do you think Suge is like with guys in prison?
Of course.
Do you think he's in prison?
I don't think so.
But he's doing it. He's not doing it.
I say sure. No, I used to, but now he can take.
Like, them?
I guess, yeah.
You say that on here?
I don't want to say that because that's where it gets criminal, but I know who's been taken.
Taken it. Okay. Wow.
That's the only one I said that's been taken. That's the only person that came to mind when I was saying that to him. The homie will probably be out 2038.
Really?
Well, 2034 he gets parole, so you know what I'm saying?
They ain't letting him out, right?
You know what I mean? Then in 2034, I don't know. I ain't no big. I probably can take a fade then.
Nah, he won't be so old. That's
why I said that's.
But doesn't he have life? That's only 10 years from now. 9 years.
All right, y'all. Now, like I said, I'm not a big fan of all this stuff, trying to talk bad about somebody while he's locked up and saying all of this stuff just because Ray J was hanging out with Puff and Suge said some things about that. 'Cause, you know, Suge and P. Diddy, they going to be enemies forever. I mean, forever. And then, you know, Ray J responding saying that Suge's in there doing all this stuff, man. I don't even talk about folks as being locked up, man, especially if you got a problem with them, man. You can just see them when they get home. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be running your mouth about it because they can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? You'll never be able to cash that check and, you know, prove that stuff. And then you talking about you'll be able to run the fade with Suge when he gets out. Suge will be 70 years old when he gets out of jail. He gonna be, you know, in his 70s when he gets out. Like, he's not trying to run no fade at 70 years old. I mean, hopefully he even makes it through the entire sentence. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Suge Knight. I'm just not a big fan of folks doing stuff like that. And then to say he was doing it on the outside and on the inside, saying that he was allegedly possibly taking it from guys and stuff like that. That's wild, wild work, man. I just don't stand on stuff like that, man. Just talk about somebody while they locked up and then they can't get a chance to say what they got to say or come see you about it, because if this was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, wasn't nobody saying that stuff about Suge, and if they did, he would go see him, check him, and it wasn't nobody talking nothing crazy about Suge Knight back then. But now that he's locked up, he's gone, everybody's got these crazy Suge Knight stories and stuff like that, and Suge Knight was a legend, you know what I'm saying? What he did with Death Row Records and Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound, and then later on with Tupac getting him out of jail and continue to keep Tupac's legacy going and stuff like that, man. Suge Knight needs to get the respect that he deserves. And I know he has done some shady stuff. You can ask, all of those folks from that I just mentioned if he has got money from them, and they probably still feel like he owes them money. But at the same time, what he did on hip hop, bringing Death Row Records from the ashes up, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Dr. Dre was stuck on Ruthless Records, got him out of that contract. What they did with Death Row Records and making all those artists, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Suge Knight, man, because I mean he molded my childhood. Death Row Records was my childhood. I'm talking from 92 up until, Pac died in 96. I mean, when Dre left, when Snoop left, when Pac died, when the Dog Pound left, when Nate Dogg left, that was the end of Death Row. But at the same time, all of those songs, go back and still listen to those songs. They still ride. All the shit from the Chronic, all the Doggy Style stuff, the Dog Food album, the Pac albums, the Machiavelli and the All Eyes on Me. All that stuff still bangs to this day. Nation, what do you think about Ray J's comments on Suge Knight? What do you think about Suge Knight being locked up? Do you think that Suge Knight is in there doing things he's probably not supposed to be doing? Nation, y'all let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button on your way out.
In it. I'm authentic, real name, no gimmicks, no game, no scrimmage. I ain't playing with you niggas at all.